Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about something that has the potential to completely change how you experience love and relationships. It's not about trying harder, looking for the right person in the right places, or relying on luck. It's about you, the energy you bring into the world, the way you show up in your life without settling, without compromising your worth. There's an undeniable truth that many women overlook. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions in harmony with your true self, you begin to attract the best relationships naturally. You don't chase, you don't settle, you magnetize. Now let's dive into 4 habits of women who always get the best men. 1, they elevate their self-worth beyond external validation. The first habit is all about self-love. The most successful, confident women know that their worth doesn't come from the opinions of others or from being chosen. It comes from within. When you operate from a space of deep self-respect, self-acceptance, and inner peace, you create a frequency that others are drawn to. You no longer look for validation from the outside because you already know your value. And when you know your value, you demand more from a place of need, but from a place of wholeness. You don't need someone to complete you. You need someone who complements the already complete, powerful version of yourself. 2, they visualize the future they desire. The second habit of women who attract the best partners is the habit of visualization. And not just any visualization, but a vivid, detailed picture of the love they want to experience. These women don't focus on what isn't working or who isn't showing up the way they desire. Instead, they deliberately create an internal vision of the love they're worthy of. They see themselves in a relationship where respect, passion, and joy are present. They imagine the partnership, the communication, the emotional fulfillment, and then they begin to act as if that reality is already happening. Your subconscious mind cannot differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. The energy you put out into the world through your thoughts and emotions aligns with the reality you attract. 3, they let go of the need for control. The third habit that consistently empowers these women is their ability to surrender. They understand that love cannot be forced. They release the need to control the how and the when. When you cling to expectations, you bind yourself to outcomes that limit you. But when you surrender and trust in the timing of the universe, you open up space for the right person to appear. You stop chasing. You stop searching with desperation. Instead, you trust that the universe will bring you exactly what you need at the exact moment you're ready for it. And here's the truth. Surrendering doesn't mean being passive. It means becoming active in your own growth, letting go of what no longer serves you, and stepping into your highest self. 4, they cultivate the energy of gratitude and abundance. The final habit is something incredibly powerful. Women who attract the best men live in a state of gratitude and abundance. They recognize that love isn't scarce, and there's more than enough to go around. When you focus on what you have and express gratitude for the love you already receive, whether it's from friends, family, or even yourself, you shift your energy into abundance. Gratitude is a magnetic force. It shifts your frequency from one of lack to one of plenty. When you feel grateful for the love in your life, you invite more of it to show up. You begin to radiate an energy that the right person feels compelled to step into. The women who attract the best partners don't come from a place of fear or scarcity. They operate from a space of knowing. They know they are deserving. They know they are worthy. They trust the process. So, my friends, remember, it all starts with you. The energy you carry, the way you see yourself, the way you love yourself. When you begin to embody these habits, when you live from a place of high self-worth, powerful vision, trust, and gratitude, the best will come to you. Because you won't just be attracting love, you'll be magnetizing the perfect partner for the person you're meant to become. Start today. Make the shift within. Become the woman who knows exactly what she deserves. Because when you do, you'll find that the best men were always drawn to your light. Thank you. Self-worth is the foundation upon which everything else in life is built. It is the internal recognition of one's value, independent of external validation or circumstances. Women who consistently attract the best men understand that their worth is inherent, not something that needs to be earned or proven. They are not waiting for someone else to confirm their value. They recognize it within themselves first. This sense of self-worth is the magnet that draws the right people and the right experiences into their lives. When you acknowledge your own value, you stop settling for less than you deserve because you no longer see yourself as less than. This mindset shift changes the way you interact with the world. You no longer allow yourself to be treated poorly or accept relationships that drain your energy. Instead, you attract men who see you as a powerful, equal partner, because they are subconsciously drawn to your sense of inner strength and confidence. The key to cultivating this self-worth lies in consistently reaffirming your value through self-care, self-acceptance, and personal growth. It's about stopping the inner dialogue that says you're not enough, or that you have to be more for others to appreciate you. By aligning your thoughts with your worth, you begin to create a vibration that signals to the universe that you deserve only the best. When you are secure in your own value, you create space for a relationship that enhances your life rather than. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools women can use to attract the best men into their lives. The act of visualizing is not just about imagining an ideal scenario, but creating a vivid, emotional picture of the love and partnership you desire. Women who attract high-quality men have a clear vision of the type of relationship they want, and they mentally live in that reality every day. They don't focus on past disappointments or the gaps in their current relationships. Instead, they deliberately imagine themselves in a fulfilling, loving, and respectful partnership, feeling all the emotions associated with it. This practice is not just wishful thinking, it is a deeply transformative exercise that aligns your subconscious mind with the reality you want to create. When you focus on a vision of love that aligns with your highest desires, you start to embody the feelings associated with it, and your energy shifts to match that vibration. The mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. So when you consistently create this mental image, your actions and your energy begin to reflect it. You may notice changes in your behavior, like speaking with more confidence or setting healthier boundaries, because your subconscious mind is now wired to bring that desired reality into your experience. Visualization also keeps you aligned with your purpose, helping you to recognize opportunities and potential partners who resonate with your vision. This practice draws you closer to the relationship you seek because it programs your mind to attract what you focus on. Over time, your thoughts, feelings, and actions will naturally gravitate toward the person and love you've been visualizing. The ability to let go of control is a transformative habit that women who attract the best men have mastered. They understand that love cannot be forced, nor can it be rushed. When you let go of the need to control every aspect of your romantic life, you create space for the right person to come into your experience. Often, people try to control outcomes because they fear uncertainty or feel they must ensure everything aligns perfectly. However, these women recognize that forcing things, whether it's pushing a relationship forward or clinging to past expectations, only creates resistance. Instead of forcing love to fit a specific mold, they allow it to unfold naturally. Letting go of control also means releasing attachments to the timeline of when love should happen. The best women in relationships are not bound by a fixed idea of when or how things should progress. They trust that the right partner will come when both individuals are ready for each other. This sense of trust and surrender doesn't imply passivity. Rather, it means having faith in the process and believing that what's meant for you will come at the right time. The act of surrendering allows these women to experience a deeper connection with themselves, creating an inner peace that radiates outward. This energy shift signals to the universe that they are ready and open for the right type of love. When you stop trying to control every outcome, you align yourself with the flow of life, letting things come to you rather than chasing after them. It's a subtle yet powerful shift that brings about the right relationships because you no longer carry the energy of neediness or desperation. Instead, you allow what is truly meant for you to come into alignment effortlessly. Women who attract the best men live in a state of gratitude and abundance. They have learned to focus on what they already have, appreciating the love, joy, and connections that already exist in their lives. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a powerful energy that shifts the vibration around you. When you consciously practice gratitude, you send a message to the universe that you are open and ready to receive even more. These women don't wait for a relationship to feel complete or fulfilled. Instead, they fill their lives with gratitude for the people, experiences, and love they already have, whether it's from friends, family, or their own self-love. This abundance mindset allows them to attract love effortlessly. They don't come from a place of lack, where they feel desperate or like they're missing something. Instead, they are fully aware that there is an endless flow of love and opportunity available to them. This energy of abundance naturally draws in people who are aligned with that same vibration. Men who are also grounded in abundance and are seeking a deep, fulfilling relationship are drawn to these women because they exude confidence, contentment, and joy. Furthermore, by practicing gratitude, these women release any feelings of scarcity or fear. They understand that love is not something to be fought for, but something to be embraced. When you live in a state of abundance, you are no longer looking for someone to complete you. You are already whole, and the right partner will simply complement the life you have built. This sense of fullness within yourself creates an irresistible magnetism that attracts the highest quality relationships, as your energy signals that you are already at peace with yourself and ready for something extraordinary. The fifth habit of women who attract the best men is their ability to embrace vulnerability. They understand that true connection and love can only thrive in an environment of openness and authenticity. Rather than guarding their emotions or hiding parts of themselves out of fear of judgment, they show up as their true selves, fully present and unafraid to be seen. Vulnerability is not about weakness. It is a source of strength. These women have the courage to express their feelings, share their desires, and communicate their needs honestly. They recognize that this kind of transparency builds deeper emotional intimacy and creates the foundation for a strong, lasting relationship. Vulnerability also means being willing to take emotional risks. Instead of holding back or playing games, they engage in relationships with an open heart, ready to experience love, joy, and connection, even if it involves the possibility of pain or disappointment. They know that avoiding vulnerability out of fear only limits their ability to truly experience love in its fullest form. When they choose to be vulnerable, they are not just opening up to others, they are also opening up to themselves, to their own growth and self-discovery. Furthermore, embracing vulnerability allows them to form authentic connections with men who are emotionally available and equally willing to be open. These women are not afraid of showing their imperfections or sharing their past experiences. This authenticity creates a deep sense of trust, as both partners can truly be themselves without the need for masks or pretenses. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you create a safe space for your partner to do the same, fostering mutual understanding and compassion, which are essential elements for a thriving, loving relationship. Women who attract the best men have mastered the art of setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries are a form of self-respect and self-care that create a solid foundation for any relationship. These women understand that without clear boundaries, relationships can become imbalanced, unhealthy, and even toxic. They are not afraid to establish limits that protect their time, energy, and emotional well-being. Setting boundaries is not about creating walls or pushing people away. Rather, it is about honoring themselves and making sure they are treated with the respect they deserve. By setting and maintaining boundaries, these women are able to create relationships that are mutually respectful and fulfilling. They recognize that their time and energy are valuable, and they are unwilling to compromise on what they need in a relationship. Whether it's requiring open communication, emotional honesty, or time for themselves, they don't tolerate behavior that undermines their well-being. They are also not afraid to walk away from situations or people that don't respect their boundaries, understanding that it's better to be alone than in a relationship that drains or disrespects them. These women also communicate their boundaries clearly and assertively, without fear of rejection or judgment. They are able to express their needs and desires in a way that is respectful to themselves and to others. Setting boundaries means knowing when to say no and when to say yes without feeling guilty or over-explaining. By doing so, they attract men who understand the importance of respect and are equally capable of setting their own boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, and by maintaining strong personal boundaries, these women set the standard for what they will and will not tolerate in their partnerships. Women who attract the best men have a deep understanding of the power of emotional intelligence. They are highly attuned to their own feelings and are able to navigate the emotional landscape of relationships with maturity and self-awareness. Emotional intelligence is not just about being in touch with one's own emotions, but also about recognizing and understanding the emotions of others. These women excel at empathetic listening, meaning they don't just hear words. They feel the underlying emotions, concerns, and needs that are being expressed. This allows them to respond with compassion and understanding, creating a space where both partners feel heard, valued, and emotionally supported. In addition to their ability to understand emotions, these women are also skilled at managing their own emotional reactions. They don't allow themselves to be driven by impulsive reactions or unchecked emotional responses. Instead, they practice emotional regulation, taking a step back when needed to process their feelings and respond thoughtfully. This ability to remain calm and composed, even in challenging situations, makes them reliable and emotionally stable partners. Emotional intelligence also helps them foster trust and intimacy in relationships. Because they are in tune with their emotions and can express them in a healthy way, they encourage their partners to do the same. This mutual exchange of emotional openness strengthens the connection between them, allowing for a deeper, more authentic bond. These women know that love is not just about passion and chemistry, it is also about emotional compatibility, and they seek relationships where both partners can grow emotionally and support each other's emotional journeys. Emotional intelligence becomes the cornerstone of their relationships, allowing them to connect on a level that goes beyond surface appearances and truly enriches their partnerships. Women who attract the best men understand the importance of living with a sense of purpose. They have a clear vision of their own life and are committed to pursuing their passions, goals, and aspirations. These women do not depend on a relationship to define their sense of fulfillment or happiness. Instead, they create a life that is rich in meaning, growth, and self-actualization. This sense of purpose is incredibly attractive because it shows a strong sense of self and an unwavering commitment to personal development. Having a sense of purpose means that these women are constantly evolving and pushing themselves to become the best versions of themselves. They are driven by their own internal motivations, whether it's pursuing a career, developing a skill, contributing to their community, or nurturing their own personal growth. This drive for self-improvement attracts men who are also passionate and goal-oriented, creating a partnership that is based on mutual respect and shared aspiration. These women understand that they are not defined by their relationships, and they don't look to their partner to complete them. They are whole on their own and seek relationships that complement their already fulfilling lives. This sense of independence and self-sufficiency is magnetic because it shows that they are not in a relationship out of need, but out of choice. They attract men who admire their sense of purpose and who are looking for someone who can match their energy and vision. Living with purpose also helps them navigate challenges in relationships with greater clarity and resilience. They don't let setbacks or difficulties derail their sense of direction. Instead, they remain focused on their broader goals and continue to pursue their own path, knowing that the right partner will be someone who supports and shares in that vision. Women who attract the best men understand the power of self-awareness. They take the time to truly understand themselves, their values, desires, strengths, and weaknesses. This deep knowledge of who they are allows them to navigate the world with a sense of clarity and confidence. They don't enter relationships seeking validation or approval from others because they already know their worth and what they bring to the table. Instead, they attract men who respect them for their authenticity and who value the qualities they possess rather than someone who is looking for someone to complete them. Self-awareness also enables these women to set clear intentions and boundaries in their relationships. They know what they need and deserve in a partner, and they are not afraid to communicate those needs. Because they understand themselves deeply, they are able to make conscious decisions that align with their highest good. They don't settle for relationships that don't honor their values or that require them to compromise their integrity. Instead, they seek connections that support their personal growth and align with their life goals. In addition, self-awareness helps them manage their emotions and reactions in a healthy way. They recognize their triggers and patterns of behavior and are able to take responsibility for their actions and responses. This ability to reflect and grow makes them emotionally mature partners who can handle conflict with grace and understanding. They are not afraid to do the inner work required to become better versions of themselves, which in turn attracts men who are also committed to self-awareness and personal growth. This high level of self-awareness enables these women to create relationships that are authentic, meaningful, and deeply connected, as they know exactly what they need to feel fulfilled and happy. Women who attract the best men are deeply committed to maintaining balance in their lives. They understand that in order to cultivate healthy relationships, they must first nurture their own well-being in all aspects, emotionally, physically, and mentally. These women know that a fulfilling partnership cannot thrive if they are not fully aligned with themselves. This balance is not about perfection, but about creating a life that supports their happiness, health, and growth. They prioritize self-care, taking the time to recharge, reflect, and nourish their bodies and minds. By maintaining balance, these women ensure that they do not lose themselves in the process of being in a relationship. They don't sacrifice their personal growth or well-being for the sake of keeping a relationship afloat. Instead, they understand that the healthiest relationships are those where both individuals are able to grow together while also supporting their own individual journeys. They create time for their passions, friendships, and personal goals, ensuring they are not defined by their relationship alone. This sense of independence and self-sufficiency is incredibly attractive because it shows a strong sense of self that does not rely on external validation. Maintaining balance also means they are able to manage the challenges and stresses of life with greater ease. They know how to navigate tough situations, whether in relationships or personal matters, by staying grounded and composed. This emotional stability creates an environment of safety and trust in their relationships, where both partners feel supported and respected. Women who maintain balance do not let external pressures or insecurities derail their peace of mind. They are able to stay centered and focused on what matters most, creating a loving, stable foundation for their relationships to flourish.